Committee. My name is Christina Bennett. I'm the Communications Director for the Family Institute of Connecticut, a wife, mother, and a pro-life advocate for the past 15 years. I was born in 1981, a year after the Supreme Court reaffirmed the Hyde Amendment. My mother faced intense pressure to abort, leading her to schedule an abortion at Mount Sinai Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. The kind words of an elderly Black janitor who asked, "Do you want to have your baby?" gave her the strength to keep me. Before she left, the doctor pressured her to go through with the abortion, reminding her that she'd already paid for it. When she insisted on keeping me, he yelled, "Don't leave this room." My mother wanted me, even though she paid for an abortion. My mother represents women who've been coerced into abortion and receive substandard care from medical professionals. While working 4 years at a Connecticut pregnancy center, I served hundreds of women, some who were coerced by partners, kicked out of their homes, and left to continue with their pregnancies alone. For 44 years, the Hyde Amendment has protected vulnerable women like the ones I've known. Since 1976, the Charlotte Lozer Institute estimates the Hyde Amendment has led over 2.4 million mothers to carry their pregnancies to term. An estimated 60,000 lives are here because of the protection of Hyde. 1 in every 9 people born to a mother on Medicaid is here today because of the Hyde Amendment. And the Hyde Amendment has had 44 years of bipartisan support from Democrat and Republican legislators and voters. A mayor's poll released in January of 2020 found that 60%, or 6 in 10, American voters oppose taxpayer funding of abortion. The Hyde Amendment aids communities disproportionately impacted by abortion. Though Black women are just 14% of the childbearing population, we are 3 times more likely to abort, and we make up over 36% of the abortions. Repealing Hyde would lead to an increase in abortion in our community that already has high rates. Prior to Hyde, the federal government paid for an estimated 300,000 abortions yearly, accounting for roughly 1/3 of all abortions and forcing the cost of $45 to $55 million a year on taxpayers. Forcing taxpayers to fund elective abortions means low-income women of color will be prey for an industry that has been found guilty of overbilling Medicaid, accepting racially motivated abortion donations, selling fetal remains, manipulating medical claims to increase financial gain, as well as aiding sexual abusers. It is irresponsible and unjust for a federal government charged with providing aid to those dependent upon them to encourage the termination of their offspring. What message does it send to a woman who lives in a state where Medicaid won't cover her yearly dental exam, but she can get a free abortion? A recent poll found that 55% of low-income respondents said they specifically supported the Hyde Amendment. Although the Turnaway study is used to claim abortion as a benefit to women, Dr. Michael New exposes the study relies on poorly done surveys of a non-random sample in which nearly 70% of women refused to participate and half dropped out. Its findings are not statistically valid for a general population of U.S. women. The Hyde Amendment is accused of being racist, but it's not racist to preserve Black lives. Hyde protects women from an industry that is actually rooted in racism, with a documented history of eugenics philosophy, population control, and the unlawful targeting of the Black community. This is why Planned Parenthood of Greater New York recently removed Margaret Sanger's name from their Manhattan building, looking to separate themselves from a leader who targeted the Black community through her Negro Project, thus leading to 79% of abortion facilities being located in lower-income minority neighborhoods. And former abortion workers have come forward to share stories of coercing women and being encouraged to reach abortion quotas. If unacceptable practices are taking place, then why should this organization or those like it be trusted with additional taxpayer dollars? Black women such as Cree Irwin, Lakeisha Wilson, Tanya Reeves have died at the hands of the abortion industry, while others have been wounded, like my dear friend Destiny, who spent 3 days in the ER after a Medicaid-funded abortion in Hartford, Connecticut, left fetal remains inside of her, almost killing her. Although abortion-related complications and deaths are underreported, I have heard stories of women who have suffered botched abortions and even those who are left infertile. Free abortions is not in the best interest of our community. We need healthcare, better housing, paid leave, affordable daycare. A study of over 7 million Medicaid-eligible women shows that having one abortion put them at risk to have another abortion, leading to hemorrhage and infection, 2 causes of maternal mortality. Abortion on demand is a band-aid to the wound of economic and health disparities that cause women to seek abortion. Please Focus your efforts on better funding Medicaid across the country to improve the quality of lives instead of unjustly ending them. Thank you.